Form S128I. This form is filled by sole traders at the end of financial year. It is called Individual Income Tax Return Form. In this section, we fill in the names, surname, forenames, and maiden name, followed by a 10-digit tax identification number, TIN. In this space below, we fill in the address and the postal code. Then the physical address. It may also be the street name or the chief's name, village or suburb, district, the telephone number, and valid email address. Fill in the occupation, names of spouse or spouses if applicable, as well as the TIN. In this section, we fill in the employment income and expenses. We include the fringe benefit received if they have not been taxed from the employer. Attach Form P16 from the employer, and if there are more than 3, attach a list of additional information. Fill in the name of your employer, the employer's 10-digit TIN, the employment date. The date refers to the current financial year in employment, from the 1st of April, which is the beginning of the assessment period, to the 31st of March, which is end of assessment period. That will be from the 1st April to the 31st March on the following year. Lastly, the cross-employment income. If there are more employers, you fill in as shown in column A. In row 1D, fill in the total of all the cross-employment income. 2. In the section below, fill in the unreimbursed employment-related expenses and donations. These are the employment-related expenses that you incurred from your pocket and the employer did not pay you back. In the case where these expenses were not incurred, we leave the spaces blank. F. We fill in any contributions you made to a complying superannuation fund, and as per our P16, they amount to 12,000 malodi. Fill in the total unreimbursed employment-related expenses and donations. To get the chargeable employment income, we subtract 2D from 1D as shown. Part B. This part is only to be filled by people who have retired from service and are on pension. It does not include pension from a foreign country if it has been taxed, or war pensions and gratuities paid by Lesotho government on behalf of persons who have retired before 11 March 1993. In this section, fill in the business income and expenses, excluding commercial farming and property or any other income. Note 1. This section has 3 columns. A. Lesotho source income. B. Foreign source income. C. Chargeable income. Fill in the principle of the business or the nature of the business. In this example, we have a construction business. Fill in the name and the physical address of the construction business. One. Fill in all the business income from all sources. Attach financial statements of other business sources. 2. Followed by the expenses. H. Show the total of all expenses. We show the business income or loss from partnerships if any. Fill in business income from trusts and estates if any. 6. Obtain the amount taxable by adding together 3 plus 4 plus 5. Net profit or loss, business income or loss from partnerships, business income from trusts and estates. 7. Show losses the business incurred in the past years. 8. Subtract losses brought forward. Line 6 minus line 7 sum. Add both column A and B to get the chargeable business income. Part D. This section is to be filled by commercial farmers. It is filled in the same way as Part C. Part E. This section is to be filled by property owners. Part F. In this section, fill in other expenses that were not reportable in Part A to Part G. This part is for the Lesotho resident who is entitled to a foreign tax credit against Lesotho income tax for any foreign income tax imposed. Part H. Tax computation. 1. Chargeable income. In this section, fill in the chargeable income from Part A, B, C, D, E, and F. In our example, we fill in the chargeable income from Part A and C. Chargeable income. In this section, fill in the chargeable income from Part A, B, C, D, E, and F. In our example, we fill in the chargeable income from Part A and C. B. If chargeable income is less or equal to 54,770 maloti 16 cents, we reflect the whole amount and multiply it by 20%. The result is recorded in column C. C. If chargeable income is greater than 54,770 maloti 16 cents, then we subtract 54,770 maloti 16 cents from the chargeable income. The excess is recorded in line C and multiplied by 30%. The result is recorded in column C. 4. Sum up the total of both results from column C to find the total tax before credit. 5A. Personal tax credit. The personal credit of 6,466 maloti and is deducted from the tax before credits to obtain the total non-refundable credits. Note 2. If taxpayer was not engaged in income earning activity in part of the year assessment, tax credit is appointed based on the number of months a taxpayer was engaged. Note 3. The rates 25% and 40% apply to non-resident individuals. 8. Payment. A. Income tax deducted from employment and pension income. Payee, as shown on Form P16. B. Fill in a source tax, withholding tax, paid as a Lesotho resident contractor. Source tax withheld on interest income paid to Lesotho resident partnership. The other fields of income tax, D and E, apply to foreign business. F. Show the first advance installment of tax income. G. Followed by the second. H. And the third. 9. Sum up all the payments under number 8. Obtain total payments. 10. To obtain tax due, subtract 9. Total payments. 7. Total tax after non-refundable credits. 11. Tax overpaid is attained when total payments 9 exceed total tax 7. Then if there's any claim regarding tax overpaid, tick 11. Reconciliation of book income as per financial statements to loss to chargeable income for the financial year 31st March 2016. 1. Fill in the total profit or loss after tax per books. 2. Income tax per books. 3. Fill in the income subject to tax not recorded on the books and attach schedule if any. 4. Fill in the expenses recorded on the books but not deducible on this return, such as gifts to individuals, 50% of meals and entertainment, fines and penalties, insurance premiums paid to non-resident insurers. Fill in and show the total in G. 5. Show the total of this section by calculating the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, G. 6. Fill in the income recorded on the books exempt from tax if any. 7. Show the deductions not claimed on the books. Financial statements such as follows. A. Additional 25% deductions for approved training of Lesotho citizens. B. Tax depreciation in excess of book. C. Followed by other deductions not claimed in books. D. Sum up A, B, and C in this section to obtain the total deductions. 8. Sum up 6 plus 7D to obtain the total. 9. To obtain chargeable income, subtract 5 from 8, Part H, line 2. Declaration. Paid preparer. If you paid a person to prepare your tax return, that person must sign the declaration and provide relevant details. 2. In this section, you declare that all information filled in this form is true and valid. You therefore fill in your signature, date and telephone numbers as shown. In the case where you are signing on behalf of an incapacitated person, print your names in full in the space provided.